And if the Australians do something, you've got to figure Allana Slater will be in the mix. You could tell there that Peggy Liddick can spit nails when she's in the gym from time to time, but there are no successful coaches who've ever won the entire shooting match that don't have that as part of their repertoire.
Well, one thing she has done for the entire Australian team, including this young lady, has instilled belief that they are as good as their result from the World Championships and that they should strive for an even better result come Sydney.
Very close battle between Allana and Elise Ray.
And you know, it's almost unfair. Beam is such a tough event. It's like no matter how good you are, things can sometimes go wrong.
Very quickly.
Very quickly.
Really nice element coming up right here. It's called an anodi, named after a very famous Hungarian athlete in connection with a wolf jump. Again, she gets bonus points. Wow, this training has really paid off. This was Peggy's specialty, of course, Shannon Miller winning the gold medal in Atlanta. And you can just see every one of these athletes. They are fabulous on this event, as they were at the World Championships. And this is where it comes down to many times in team events. The balance beam, who can stay on? Up. Nice.
Okay, we did the right thing. We did the right thing. Stayed with it. Okay.
You're never going to get away without a correction.
But you stayed with it. So
it's like, I loved it, but.
You did the right thing. You looked calm. You handled it.
You know, Peggy's looking for any little anything to improve. You can see her feet almost off the beam. She knows she needs to connect in order to get bonus points, not only stay on the beam. She was fighting.
We've talked about top 3 international gymnasts going to the American Cup. It should also be kept in mind $10,000 to the overall winner today as well. That's big time change for a teenager like Allana Slater. Balance beam score very solid, 9.65. What's Elise Ray going to have to say about that? We'll find out right now.
Well, she's certainly capable of bringing in a big number on beam, no question about it.
She came to this competition very prepared, physically, mentally. I watched her do a number of routines the other day in practice as well as this morning. Very cute element right there. A little creative move that she's really her trademark, but she doesn't get any special points for it. Just nice to see her reach out a little and do something creative.
First big tumbling run right here. Oh!
She was off right after the layout.
And the door opens wide.
Wow.
I don't think I saw her fall on that once during training, not once.
Don't think she did.
Look at her feet. Pay special attention to what Elise does on her toes. Beautiful, very difficult double turn element. Every opportunity that she gets, she'll finish everything up on the tips of her toes.
Well, assess the damage. What did that cost her?
Well, it's an automatic 0.5 of a point. The lead is now gone.
Her combination right here, a little bit questionable whether or not the judges will give her the connection.
So the key right there is to absolutely no pause in between the two elements.
A little different dismount. She dismounts from the side.
Elise is one of the best to me at making it all flow. You know, there are a lot of gymnasts who get up on the beam and they make one move with this hand, one move with that hand, and everything seems a little stuttery and stoppy. With her, it's not that way at all. It's all one thing.
Your back knee. It's the same thing we had trouble with at home. It's having trouble with the bent knee and the flex foot, and that's hanging it out the side. It's got to pull in straight to make it. Okay, you got it over with. It's all right. Okay, you're okay. You're
Yeah,
right.
Elle, you're right about that. She has all the elements, the dance. She has the difficult gymnastic skills.
But
and
Kelly Hill just revealed something that's going to be nagging now. And you tell me, Alpha, you start having a problem in the gym that carries over into a meet, especially one like this, and suddenly you're looking at Vanessa Atler on the uneven bars. I mean, you could be...
But this is a skill that she should be able to do in her sleep. It's an element we've watched Elise do over and over and over again. She just at the very end of the third element let her shoulders get offline with the beam, which caused the hips to turn, and you know, it was a no-win situation for her to even attempt to stay on.
But what I'm talking about is the mental aspect of getting through these things.
The floor on your last event. Okay?
I think if there's
Keep your
one
head
coach
up
that
in
can
the
do
game
it,
and
it's
you go after
Kelly
it.
Hill. She helps her
Because you
keep
can still pull this.
perspective.
There's less than a 10. All right? Start your season out right. You can. It isn't, you are not out of this ball game. Okay? You just stay right up tall and you go after it. Show it off. You're a beautiful dancer. Show them what you're made of.
And she's
You're okay.
right. She can do it.
That's what Kelly does so well. Let's just forget about it, move on.
Second.
No matter how many times, though, you
One,
say,
two,
great job,
three,
you can
four.
still do it. You're an athlete like Elise Ray.
Okay.
That's going to burn for a long time.
As Bella Caroli has shown us, sometimes the best thing you can say is, you can do it. And Elise Ray is being told that by Kelly Hill. The difference is actually less than a tenth, 0.075. Tasha Schweikert of the U.S. down there in 5th place.
3 down, 1 to go. You get out there and you have a great time. Okay? You make sure on that front double that you are on your feet. Or you keep running, you get up and you keep running that way. Because I'm going to be after you. No, hey.
It's fascinating watching the different ways that coaches
That's
approach
exactly
their
right.
gymnasts. One coach that we just listened to was behind. This one is in front.
Do a double.
Back in a moment.
That's right. So you make sure you get those.
Stay on the line.
This is the Visa American Cup Series on NBC Sports, and we're back in St. Petersburg, Florida. We'll focus on the men for the next few minutes. Marian Dragulescu of Romania has a fairly substantial lead over John Roethlisberger of the United States. We're going to the high bar, and of course, that to many is the most exciting spot in gymnastics. Back to the women in a short while. Let's see how Marian Dragulescu handles prosperity. And you've got to know, Tim, he's thinking about that payday. $10,000 to the champion here today. For someone like that from Romania, that can dramatically change their current state of life.
Yeah, it is a huge amount of money. We mentioned 55 100ths ahead of John Roethlisberger, but he has 3 gigantic releases. First one right here. No problem, just a small leg separation. He'll do another big one right here called a Kovacs. Right on his fingertips there. One more, he's not done. Wow. I tell you, not the prettiest exercise, that's for sure. A little bit sloppy here and there, but very, very difficult. Double twisting double, and he sticks to landing. That's big time for him.
Seemed like he handled being in the lead with no problem whatsoever.
Well, he's been there before. World Championship finalist on this event right here. This skill called a Kovacs. This one's a little bit far, kind of misjudges when to grab the bar and ends up a little bit on his fingertips.